All right, hi group number one. So you picked the skunk spirit, which says know your worth. And I like this energy for you because I can tell that you have been working towards yourself a lot more recently. You're really understanding your worth on a whole new level, and I really feel like the universe is working with you to help grow that. So it's like you're taking these steps, like up this like staircase, and you're near the top of it. I mean, we're always progressing through life, but I feel like with your worth and who you are and your knowledge is just, I feel like that's just a huge focus for you right now. And with this Hierophant you got in reverse, I feel like you're really learning how to be your own teacher and trust in your own intuition. And you're releasing, with the Four of Cups in reverse, you're releasing some ideas that you held dear to your heart, or some beliefs. And you're letting go of that. You're not holding on so tightly anymore. You're not like, okay, this is the way, and then I believe in this, and I follow this person, and they believe in that, and that feels right. You're kind of like more fluid now. You're more just, okay, well maybe that's right, but I'm open to change my mind, and you're getting comfortable in that. Because I feel like it takes a minute to get comfortable in that kind of fluidity, right? To understand that it doesn't have to be so black and white, right or wrong, yes or no. And you're at this point now where you're kind of okay with not having everything figured out, and that's growing. And so I feel like your guides really want you to take a moment and like recognize that ability that you have now that's become, you might not even have noticed it. You're just like, oh yeah, maybe I do that, but I feel like you're not so stuck on certain beliefs of, well, this is the way it has to be, or this is what happens when that happens, and these people need to eat a certain way, or this person needs to meditate every day, or I need to do this. You're kind of like releasing these ideas and concepts of certain structures that you've held on to, which is really powerful. And I feel like with that, with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, you're releasing some guilt and shame you put on yourself, which ties into the know your worth. Because sometimes when we hold ourselves to a certain standard and we try to put too many structures in place, because sometimes structure is really good, but when we do that with everything and we try to micromanage our lives or other people, even if we do it in like a subconscious way or a judgmental way, it can bring a lot of just lower energy into our lives. It can make us feel sad, or if we don't do everything that we think we need to do, we can get disappointed in ourselves. And I feel like you're releasing that. And this Daughter of Swords, there's just this fresh energy with you, group number one. This really fresh energy of looking at the world differently and being open to continuing to like expand your mind, and realizing that your whole life, that's what it's about, is continuing to just open. And we're never going to get to a point where we have figured it all out. And I feel like your acceptance of that is really beautiful. And if you haven't stepped into this yet, this is what you're stepping into right now. This is what you've been working on. Because again, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is about putting in the work, right? The spider's building its web. You're constructing your life, and you're doing it in a more relaxed way. You're doing it in a way that's, you're letting it just creatively unfold your life. You're not trying to control everything anymore. You're still trying to control some things, but you've let go of a lot. So I think that's really beautiful, and I think you should take the time to really congratulate yourself and reward yourself, because this isn't easy work to do. It's not. People live in a lot of fear, and it's easy to get caught up in that in this world and try to want to control and manipulate and micromanage everything to our benefit to make us feel more comfortable. But you're stepping away from that. You're stepping into more of this courage with this King of Wands energy. And I love that because it came right next to this Ten of Cups. So I feel like this could be like a new relationship manifesting, or a closer family relationship. So I'm getting family or romance. So it could be either or. Take what resonates, or maybe what you've been trying to manifest. So with this energy you've brought into your own life, your own aura, this more acceptance in self and in the world, and just more of a relaxed, peaceful energy. You're bringing in stronger people, stronger relationships, and just with like better, stronger foundations, basically. I like that. And I also, back to the skunk, I like how it says know your worth, but when I think of the skunk, like, people are scared of them. Like, because they're protective. Like, if you mess with a skunk, they're gonna stink your whole area for days. And, like, I feel like you're embodying that energy where people aren't gonna want to mess with you because, not that you're mean, but just that you are powerful. And you just aren't gonna let them mess with you. If that makes sense. You're like, you can say a bunch of bad stuff about me, and I'm not gonna absorb it. It's just gonna bounce back. And you're gonna have to live with that energy. I'm not going to take it, if that makes sense. Okay. And then we have, let's see, there's a lot of different energies coming through. Oh yeah, we got this first quarter moon. It says your commitment is being tested. And when I saw this, I felt like it was with you. Like your commitment to yourself is being tested. So I feel like there's something new that you've learned recently or you're in the process of integrating, and this, whatever this new information is, you're really having to trust in your intuition because you're kind of going against some things you've learned, some old programming, or against the people around you. So whatever this is that you're doing, it could be a job, it could be a belief system, but I feel like whatever, or a new habit or hobby, or just a new way of looking at the world, that there is some sort of new energy that has come into your life recently, or maybe it's about to come in. It could be future for some of you watching. But just remember that your commitment to yourself is kind of being tested. And this is how we grow a deeper connection with ourselves, yeah? When we kind of get tested. It's kind of like we test ourselves. Our higher self tests us to see if we're ready and we're really committed like we say we are, and if we really love ourselves as much as we say we are. And when we able to pass that test, the rewards come, right? Through healthier, stronger relationships. I like how you have optimism as well in the patience card, because I feel like this energy, this healing energy, your path, has made you have to be patient in this world. You've had to practice a lot of patience, and I feel like right now you're having to practice patience too, because maybe some of the new energies coming in haven't shown a lot of like substantial proof, or the new beliefs have shown enough evidence that like, oh, this is the way I should be going. You're still kind of maybe in this limbo phase of, am I going in the right direction? Should I take a step back? Should I do this instead? But you're being very optimistic through it, and Spirit wants you to continue to be optimistic through it and know that it all is working in your favor, everything that you're doing, and you are going in the right direction, because we also have woman holding a coin. So this new energy that's coming through for you is going to help you bring in some money. It's going to help you be more financially secure. So it could be with a job, but it could be with just, releasing old money beliefs. I feel like you're not worrying about money as much either, group number one. I feel like maybe you worried about it in the past, and you're learning how to you're realizing that energy has just held you back. So I also feel like you're releasing that, and you're just bringing a lot of loving energy to yourself. You're loving yourself. You're healing yourself. You've been working on your heart space a lot, and your guides want to continue to work on your heart space. That was a tongue twister. Okay. And then we have teacher too, which, what is this card? Because I do feel like you are becoming your own teacher, but I also feel, because these are two people cards, I feel like there might be an energy of a person coming in, like a feminine energy coming in that will help you. Yeah, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse again. Oh, and the Two of Cups. Okay. So there definitely is some sort of person coming in. For a lot of you, this could be the relationship that I talked about earlier, or this could be a friendship, because Two of Cups can also be friendship. But I feel like this person has a feminine energy. So even if it is you know, a man coming in, he's going to have a really beautiful, loving, nurturing energy about him. This could be a mentor or a friend, but I do see like a new person coming in to help you with it's either like a new belief, a new habit, a new job, some new energy that I feel like for a lot of you it's already manifested, this new change, but now your Spirit's bringing in someone to help assist you, if that makes sense. And then I want to get a clarifier on these energies because I got the Devil in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So let's see what that's about. Okay. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Knight of Wands and Sun. So there's a release of a bad habit. Or it could have been an addiction for some of you. But there's an ending to... And this could be part of the change. I feel like this group has had a lot of changes, though. I feel like it could be more than one, but there's an ending of something that was holding on to you. Something that was gripping you. For some of you, this could be a person, but I actually don't really feel that. I feel like it's more of a habit or a hobby or a belief that was like ingrained in you that you are starting to release and let go of. And there may be people that might be challenging you through these changes, like challenging your beliefs, challenging your intuition. But I like this energy. Let's pull some more cards. Let's see what else, because I feel like there's more. Yeah, we also got this, I forgot to talk about this card. Spirit of Gratitude. We have the lotus flower here over a cup. Oh, I've never noticed it, but this cup has ears. Oh, that's weird. It's like a cup, but it's like a head. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, and I like how the lotus flower is coming out of the cup, out of the head, because it's like you're blooming these like new ideas, new realizations. There's a lot going on in the mind for this group, in the mind space. Let's pull from this deck. Alright, what else does group number 1 need to hear right now? Group number 1. Oh, we got this card again. Okay. What is the Seven of Swords in reverse? Get some clarifiers. Okay, I feel like you guys are going to be like tested. A lot of tests coming through for this group, and they're not bad, but I feel like you're accelerating really quickly on your path. And all these changes are like, Spirit's like, you're ready for them. Like, you have the strength, you have the wisdom. I feel like you're this King of Pentacles here. And everything that you wish for basically is coming into fruition. But there are some energies that need to be released and removed with this Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So I feel as though some people are going to come into your life that are going to kind of test you, test your beliefs, test your commitment to yourself. And we got the boundaries card. They're going to test your boundaries, and they're going to help you strengthen your boundaries. Because how do we strengthen our boundaries? We have to set them to strengthen them, right? We have to have someone overstep our boundary for us to put one in place for us to be able to grow stronger in that area. So I just feel like there are some things coming. And it's not to like scare you, because these are all for the benefit of you. They're all good things, but at the time they might feel uncomfortable. Yeah, okay, so we have the community that came in reverse with Magician and the Mirror. Also man holding a coin. These all came up in reverse. And I was getting the energy that the people you hang out with might change. And maybe the people around you aren't who they said they were, or you realize you've just outgrown them and you've moved on. Something like that. Like something where maybe people you thought were good for you, you're seeing that they're just holding you back. Or it could just be new people that come into your life that you need to have boundaries and keep at a distance. Like, it's not like bad, like you have to cut. I don't feel like you need to cut anybody off or anything like that. Maybe just distance yourself to make way for some new energies coming in. Let's see, what else? We also have the Go Outside card. So spend more time in nature. Your guides want to connect with you through being outdoors, going on hikes, spending time near water. It's really going to help you getting sun, I'm hearing, like laying in the sun. It's going to be very healing for you. Yeah, and we've got reflections. The quality you see in others are simply your own reflection. So through these people coming into your life, or it could be people that are already in your life that are kind of testing you, or like maybe pushing your buttons a little bit, it's going to be a reflection of who you are. So remember that when these people come in, because they're going to test you and you're not, it's going to be harder to be compassionate is what I'm hearing. It's just going to be harder for you to be like loving. So take a breath and remember that, you know, of course set your boundaries, but remember that that person is a reflection of who you are, a reflection of a piece of who you are, right? And they've come into your life to help amplify that energy that's already within you, to help you recognize that part in yourself so that you may take care of yourself where needed, right? Pull a couple more cards. Okay. So we got the Walking Away card and the Action card. It's interesting, the Action came up in reverse actually. So yeah, you're being tested to walk away from certain things, certain people. I feel like there's going to be, in the next like week or two, there's going to be instances where your patience is going to be tested, and your values and your beliefs, and you're going to be like, oh, but it's all going to be for the benefit, because I really feel like right after it happens, you're going to recognize why you needed that, because you have a really high awareness and you have a really beautiful intuition. So I feel like right when it happens, you're going to be like, oh, this is what Megan was talking about, or like, oh yeah, this is okay, this is good, I can do this. And you're going to feel confident, and you're going to have the energy and the knowledge to be able to handle it really beautifully. And with the Action card, it's kind of like just saying you're going to know what to do. Don't question yourself. Like, don't overthink it. The information's going to come to you pretty intuitively, so don't overthink it too much, if that makes sense. Okay. I feel like I'm going to leave it at that. So thanks for hanging out. If this resonated for you, comment down below. I really like this group. I'm excited for, when we get tested like this, a bunch of transformation happens. So it's kind of like, all of these, I don't want to call them obstacles, but all of these events are happening so that the energy can shift, so you can bring in what you're trying to manifest with this wish card, because this is about your wish coming true, what you want in life. So whether you're trying to manifest more loving relationships, more financial success, or a partner, or whatever it is, for some of you it could be health and healing, or just more like peace in your life, but all of this is happening so that all of that can come into your life. So remember that, okay? I'm going to send you with love, and I will see you next time. Bye. All right, group number 2. So if you picked this wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. And it's interesting because I pulled cards for your current energy, and I got 4 cards in reverse. And whenever I see multiple cards in reverse, I felt like this resistance. Like maybe there's been a lot of changes, but there's been this resistance. Or maybe there's this uncomfortable energy you've been experiencing recently with people or your work or maybe your spiritual life, your journey, your family. There's just been some discomfort, reflection, but also kind of resistance. Like I feel like your higher self is kind of trying to push you to reflect on the past and things that aren't serving you, but it's kind of a lot happening at once, so you're feeling a little overwhelmed maybe, and you're just like, I don't want to do that, or I already did it the other day, I don't want to do more of it, or something like that, where there's just some, it's like a confusion and resistance and it's almost like I've done so much, but I feel like it's not working. So like, what's the point? Almost like you feel like you're giving up. You're not giving up, but you feel like maybe I should give up, or I just need a break from everything because you've been doing so much. You're like, I just need a break. And you do. Because I got the 4 swords. Spirit saying rest. Rest. The most important thing that you can do, I think anyways, on your journey to health and love and happiness is, and peace, right? Is to rest a lot and to love yourself and be super kind to yourself. And those can be the 2 hardest things to do in our society, right? Because we're told you have to work hard and you shouldn't be in bed all day because you'll be lazy, and you know, we can be hard on ourselves because the world can be hard on us. The world can have some crazy expectations or standards. And it's really important for you to nurture yourself. You've been doing too much, I feel like. Whether it's through work or your spiritual journey, I feel like it's all aspects of your life you've been just kind of doing too much. It's kind of wearing you out. And we have the 6 of Cups here twice. So it's like maybe you grew up in a household where they were always busybodies. People are always doing stuff. And, you know, that's been kind of how it's been in your family for a long time. Because right next to it we have the 10 of Pentacles. And maybe that's how you think it should be. For those of you that are raising a family or that want to create a family, or maybe you're still living with your family, you feel like this is how a family is. And it's busy and it's chaos and it's wild and it's all over. And sometimes people's families' lives are like that, but I feel as though you're changing directions. Your higher self is bringing in this discomfort for you to say, hey, slow down. You don't need to do all this stuff. All you really need to do is love yourself, put yourself first, and rest, and, you know, eat some healthy food, and that's really it. Have some fun, right? Those are like the most important things. Take care of the inner child, and the rest will fall into place. Because I feel like this is you, group number 2, with this Discovery card. I feel like you've had a lot of success on your spiritual journey in healing like past trauma and connecting with yourself on a whole new level, and you want that like spiritual high again. You want those epiphanies. You want those like aha moments. So you're always searching for them. And that's not a bad thing, but sometimes you kind of do it too much, where you're like, oh, I need to meditate again, or I need to do journaling, or I need to do breath work so I can have that like intense aha moment of an epiphany where, oh, that makes sense, and you get excited about it, because that gets our adrenaline going, it gets our serotonin going. And I feel like you're always in this, you're always looking for that gold, that like spiritual gold. And Spirit's saying, yeah, those moments are great, but it's not supposed to be all about those moments. And then we have the loving woman, yeah. So this is about loving yourself through all of it, even the darker days when you need to rest and spend all day in bed. I know I've had a lot of those days recently where I've had to just rest, and I've been going through a lot, and I've had to just chill, and it can be hard to love ourselves during that and through that because, you know, it's easy to be hard on ourselves, right? When we think we should be busy or, oh, I'm being lazy. A lot of people deal with that struggle, right? Of being hard on yourself when you feel like you're being lazy, when really you're just taking care of yourself. And look at this, your commitment is being tested. Yeah, group number 1 got this card. And it's like your commitment is being tested with yourself right now. Like if things in your spiritual journey or your work or whatever feel like they start slowing down. Because sometimes we can get scared as humans when things are progressing and going, and then all of a sudden things start to slow down. We're like, what am I doing wrong? You know, what do I need to change? How can I get things moving again? Because we don't like sitting in that discomfort. So then we're searching. How can I get moving again? How can I get inspired? How can I get out of this funk? And sometimes that funk is just an energy that's giving us more time to just relax and to be still and take a break from life, take a break from our spiritual work, or our trying to figure out what to do in our life, or trying to make a plan, or trying to do this, because there's always so many different facets to life. There's so many different things that we can work on or put our attention to. So when things slow down, we don't have that. We can feel kind of uncomfortable, but a lot of times we need that space in our life. I like how we have the meditation card and the summon card, because I feel like a lot of you are meditators watching, or you have some sort of form of meditation, whether you work out or you take walks in nature, but you do something where you connect with the universe, with spirit, with your higher self. And I feel through that energy you've been able to call upon what you want out of life. Like you've worked with manifestation, law of attraction, and you've really worked on what you wanted to bring into your life. And I feel like I'm hearing that you've done the work. Take a break. Like you don't need to manifest and sit there and every day and just do it. You've done a lot of it. It's good to take breaks from it once in a while. Otherwise we go crazy because we're in it and I gotta do this and I gotta do that. Right? And then we have community and woman holding a heart. I think sometimes too for this group, maybe you spend time on social media and you see all these people like, oh, do this, do that, write down the 5 things that you're grateful for, and then go make a go make a fruit smoothie, and then, you know, make sure you're donating your clothes, and all these people are giving all this advice, which is great, but you're trying to like, oh, sorry, but you're trying to, maybe do everything or feel like you need to do everything, so then you put more on your plate, even if it's subconscious, right? Picking up things. When we're scrolling on social media, we're constantly picking up on information, and you're like, oh, mental note, I should do that, or I should, you know, work with that crystal, and I feel like it's been an overload for your system. It's like your spirit, your higher self's like, just let it go for now. Let go of all of that, and just be. Just be. It's not going to put you behind on your path. It's not going to slow you down. It's actually going to really help right now. Yeah, I hope that helps you. Let's pull a few more cards. Because man, I feel like when I talk to this group, it's almost as though you have just been putting in so much work, and it's impressive. It's a lot. You're very determined, and like you want to prove something to yourself. Like you want to prove to yourself, you're like, I love you, I'm going to do all this. But even your inner child, like, it's too much. It's kind of like a mother and a child. Like, say the mother has a 7-year-old child, and every day she's like, we got to do this, we got to do that, and we got to do this. And the 7-year-old's like, oh, I'm kind of tired, can we just chill for a minute, you know? And mom's like, no, we can't stop, we need to keep going. And the 7-year-old's like, but mom, like, my feet hurt, you know? That's how I feel like the energy is with you. Yeah, sometimes slowing down, what feels like slowing down in our life, can speed things up. I always have to remind myself of this too. Okay. Alright. So there's a lot going on in the mind, I'm hearing. Yeah, victim mentality. What did I say? There's a lot going on in the head space. I feel like maybe you imagined yourself with this Three of Wands being at a certain point by now, or having your life looking a certain way, and either I feel like it's changing for you, or Spirit's trying to get you to open up your mind and see, no, it can be even better than you think, or it can be even brighter. Oh, we got discovery again. I feel like you're discovering a whole new side of yourself, and it's bringing some discomfort with this Ten of Swords. You're discovering a whole new layer, like a whole new version of you. But you're in the process of releasing it. It's like this more free version of you, this more just relaxed version that, and some of you are already stepping into this, but some of you are resisting it. So take what resonates. Confidence is your key to success. Yeah, something I've realized recently, and I feel like it really ties in with this group, is, it's really fun to connect to our spirit guides and to work with tarot and astrology and learn in the spiritual community. And it's really easy to get really engulfed in it and almost kind of lost in it, because nothing really made sense our whole lives, and then we find this, and it's like, oh, this is like putting the pieces together, and it helps you a lot, and there's so much good in it, I've found, even for myself, and I feel like you have too. But I think it comes to a point in our lives when we have to not dive into it too much. We have to kind of take breaks from it. We kind of have to ground ourselves and get in reality and realize that there's so much more to experience. Because when you think about it, right, when you come to the end of your life and you die, you are going to be a spiritual being. At least this is what I believe. This is what I've come to find true for my beliefs. I'm sure a lot of you share similar ideas to myself. But you go back in your spirit body, and everything's super spiritual, because you're an energetic body, and you're in the spirit realm. And then all of a sudden you're not in the earthly plane. You're gone. And if we devote too much of our attention now into our spirituality, we're kind of missing the point of being a human. Because to be a human is to experience a human life, and to experience other humans, and to be grounded, and to experience the earthly pleasures, all these things. And if you get too caught up in the sky and the clouds with your spirituality, you kind of miss what's happening here. So don't miss it, I'm hearing. Sometimes it's painful, right? Sometimes it sucks, but sometimes being a human and having this experience can be really fun too. And I feel like your guides don't want you to miss out on that. Yeah, and it makes sense with the wasp spirit, because I feel like wasps are always like flying around and they're always busy, right? They're saying, just come down to the ground. It's not going to slow you down or anything like that. Like, you have time. And you're doing really good. It's time to feel into your body and be present in your body and be in the now moment and experience life. I hope this helps. I hope that made sense. I feel like this was a good reminder for me too. So, because we can get so caught up, can't we, in like, oh, spirituality and working through our traumas and doing all this deep healing, and all of it's so beautiful. It's so amazing. I mean, it's brought me into a whole new level of my life. But we have to remember not to get too caught up in it, right? So I hope this helped you. Send some love. I'd love to hear in the comments below if this resonated, and I will see you next time. All right, group number 3. So you picked the Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. So a lot of new epiphanies for this group, new realizations, and I feel like you're working through something right now, because for your current energy, I got the, is this the Devil in reverse? I can never remember with this card. But I got the 6 of Swords, the Chariot, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. I actually got the 4 of Cups in reverse for every pile, and I love that energy because it's about letting go. And I feel like you're going through some sort of really intense transformation of the mind, but you're not like hanging on to your old ideas. You're releasing faster than you've ever released. You're stepping into your new truth, and you're questioning it a little bit, but you're trusting in your intuition more, and it's helping you move through this faster versus like maybe in the past when you've had instances of transformation, you've kind of dwelled in it, like, oh gosh, this is heavy. And this time you're kind of like just moving through it with this Chariot. You're getting in the car, you're going, you're like, full speed ahead, let's do it. I'm not messing around. And I love that for you, because you can tell how much stronger you've gotten. And we have the Lion. I felt guided to pull another spirit animal for you. So besides the Dragonfly, you're also harnessing the Lion energy, which is leadership. And we got the Medicine Woman, which is you are a channel for divine healing power. So this shift that you're going through is bringing you into a whole another level of leadership, of leading the community. Because I feel like a lot of you're already leaders. You're either like health coaches or tarot readers or astrologers, or you do something where you help people. Or if you don't, you're stepping into it, like you're starting a business or you're starting something new. Because we have this endless possibilities. Your crown chakra and your third eye is completely open right now. It's completely open. In the past, I feel like for you it's been partially open, where you're like, I'll just open part of it, and you kind of keep another part closed because you're protecting yourself and you're not fully ready to dive in. But now I just feel like you're opening up. You're like, okay, Spirit, okay, higher self, I trust. You're like this lady here. There's a storm happening in the background. There's all this chaos, right? There's all these changes, and you're like, okay, we're gonna do this. I have the strength. I have the wisdom. I'm opening up to this. And then we have new moon eclipse, which we are coming into eclipse season. This is a timeless reading. You can watch at any point in time. But while I'm filming it, we're coming into eclipse season, which says expect powerful change. So this eclipse season, or even if we're not in eclipse season, it doesn't matter. This time that you're stepping into is going to completely transform you into more of a leader. It's going to transform your energy. You're going to have more confidence. You're going to have more belief in yourself, more trust in yourself. And yeah, we have worked through your fears. You've worked through a lot of them, and now you're working through them very quickly. So when a fear comes up, you tackle it and you move on. You're like, okay, lesson learned, boom, let's go. In the past, it would have been a lesson. Okay, let me integrate this new information. I need some time. Take some time, maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe longer. Now you're like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Like, it's all happening faster. That's what I get. Like, there's a lot of lightning, too, which always signals, like, fast-moving energy. See all this lightning we have? Like, your clarity, your intuition is coming through, like, boom, boom, boom. Like lightning bolt, and it's like you're moving through things faster. We also have a personal issue reaches resolution. So you're either working through it right now, resolving a personal issue. This could have to do with your health. This could have to do with your job. For some of you, it has to do with family, but or it could be a relationship as well. But I feel like you're going through the resolution either right now or you're about to. And the clarity is just going to come through like a bolt of lightning. And it's going to come through so fast, it's going to be a little overwhelming. But you have the strength. You're like, no, I got this. You're going to be like, no, I got this. I got this. Megan told me it was coming. It came. It's here. Okay, I got this. This is a powerful group. This is definitely the most powerful one of all of them. Don't tell the others I said that. Okay, let's see what else. I just want to pull a few more cards and see. What else? Well, let's see what's coming in the future for you. I feel like doing like a future prediction for this group more so. So let's see what's coming in the future for group number 3. Ooh, okay. I like. Okay. I like how this is the first card that came out, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And I like how he's holding this pentacle like up like this. Because I heard opportunity when I saw this, so some sort of opportunity. And then right after it, the King of Pentacles came out. So this has to do with like wealth and your career and jobs. So more money coming through. I feel like more stability for this group too. So if you've been like struggling with money or a business or something like that, I feel like there's just going to be a lot more stability. And I really feel like this group, you worked through a lot of your money blockages, and because you're really realizing your worth. You're really realizing your worth. And we have this Page of Pentacles that came in reverse. What is this Page of Pentacles? Okay. I feel like you're stepping away of this energy because it kind of looks like she's holding this rose and she's just kind of waiting for something to change, or she's just waiting for something to happen. And I feel like you're stepping away from that energy of just like waiting. Like, okay, when is this going to change? Or when is this going to get better? Or when is, this person going to come into my life with this 10 of Cups? This actually came up in reverse, so we'll get into that. But you're not waiting around for anything. You're making your life happen with this Fool card. This is the Fool. Or is this the Magician? I don't know. This might be the Magician, actually. But I feel like you're making things happen. They're similar energies, because Magician's all about manifesting your life, and the Fool is taking action. So I'm getting both of those energies for you, because I don't feel like you're waiting around anymore. You're like, I create my life. I'm going to make what I want to make happen. I am going to manifest what I want to manifest, and nothing's going to stand in my way. And I feel like with this 10 of Cups in reverse, you're kind of at this point where you're stepping into it of, I feel like you're stepping into this point of like not caring about like having like a partner or the perfect relationship or a family. For those of you that are single, you're feeling more in your independent energy, more this King of Pentacles, more in your Lion energy. You're like, I rule my kingdom. Whoever wants to come in can come in if they meet all these requirements, but like I don't feel like I need that. You're stepping into this really just solo energy of, just being happy in your own skin and by yourself. You're happy with who you are. And you're taking off the mask. You've taken off your mask. You're like, people can like me, and I am who I am. If you don't like me, I don't care. That's the kind of energy I'm getting for this group. Which makes sense with this dragonfly. And we have victory. So with this type of energy that you're stepping into, victory is coming. Because when you get in that mindset of, oh, I don't need a bunch of money. I don't need a romantic partnership. I don't need all of this. That's when things just start to come into your life. When you just are in this energy of appreciation for everything that you have. That's when things, because when we want things, that causes depression. It's not bad to want things. It's bad when we want too many things too much of the time. okay? Because if you're constantly wanting something, it means you're not satisfied. And if you're not satisfied, it means you're not happy. So we have to remember that when you're continually like wanting, oh, I want my business to grow, I want more friendships, I want the love of my life, yeah, it's good to like set a time and focus on those things that you want and let the universe know, hey, I want this. But now you're moving away from constantly wanting that or even thinking about it. You're like, yeah, if it comes, cool. But if not, like, I'm just going to like love myself and do some fun things and take care of myself and feel good. And I love that. So what else is coming for this group? This is one of my favorite cards to get. Because when I see this is victory, and I love how there's all this gold energy. Because I feel like this is victory in every part of your life. This is relationships. This is money. This is health. Peace, inner peace, because she just looks so peaceful. Yeah. Your powers are getting stronger. And they're going to continue to grow. So get ready. Your ability to manifest, but not even just that. Like your ability to just... It's like your ability to manifest is growing, but also like your peace and your love for yourself and your leadership abilities. Everything I feel like is growing. Hope. You never lost hope. Ever. And that's something that's been like keeping you going this whole time, is your hope for a better life and a better future. Okay. Let's see a few more cards here. Okay. So I'm seeing that there is still some energy of some people that have deceived you. This could be past lovers or friendships that you still need to let go of. Some of their energy, it's like it pulls on you. See how she's being pulled by these dogs? I feel like for the most part you've moved on from these people, but once in a while it's like they pull at you and your energy and you think about them, and it's like maybe you get mad at yourself for getting involved with people like that. You kind of kick yourself, or you're still healing from that experience as well. So remember to love yourself. It's okay to still think about them, or to think about, people from the past or situations that you were in that would be like, oh, I should have never gotten myself into that situation, or I should have never said that thing, or let that person treat me the way that they treated me. But it's okay if they're still in your field. Sometimes we can feel bad or guilty, like if an ex is still in our field, or we're still like having a dream about them or whatever. But it's all part of the human experience. Like, we're human, and if we have a relationship with somebody at some point, it's normal to think about them sometimes, and it's okay. Like, don't beat yourself up over it. Like, oh, if they're pop in my mind, it means that I still have a cord attached to them, and I need to cut the cord, and I need to do this. Just take a breath. Just take a breath. It's okay. Don't be hard on yourself during that. It's basically what I'm hearing. Don't be hard on yourself. Let's see, I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's pull from this deck. What else? What else does group number 3 need to hear right now? Group number 3. I really like these green and blue colors coming through, which has to do with the heart chakra, the throat chakra. I feel like these are kind of your aura right now, these colors. You're embodying these beautiful colors. So yeah, 9 of Swords, it's funny because I mentioned like you might be dreaming about this person or having bad dreams, because 9 of Swords, it can be about like being up at night. If you're waking up a lot in the night, or you're thinking about past relationships at night, or people, or maybe people you want to be with, or maybe you're dreaming about them or having weird dreams. There's something going on at nighttime specifically. And with this Hangman in reverse, it's kind of like, look at it as in a different way. Like whenever you're dreaming about somebody, look at it doesn't always have to do with them. It's usually just about you and your energy. I mean, some of it has to do with them, but sometimes we focus too much on the other person. So if you're dreaming about somebody or you're having a confusing dream, pay attention to the emotions and the energy that you're feeling in the dream, because a lot of the times our higher selves can amplify this energy to bring it to our attention. But with this Ten of Swords, I'm also hearing that you're releasing a lot at night. So don't be hard on yourself, because if you're dreaming about things like having a nightmare or a bad dream, and you're like, oh, why am I dreaming that? A lot of the times we can have an emotional release through our dreams. There can be a clearing happening, a healing, a clearing, and an ending happening. So something's coming to an end. Some old feelings or thoughts or even anger towards certain people is coming to an end. What's the Star in reverse? Okay. Yeah. It's almost like this energy where you're fighting people in your mind. Like people you used to have in your life held certain values and beliefs that you learned from them, or traits, and you're fighting those beliefs now in your mind. You're doing it through your dreams, but you could be doing it during the day as well. But you're fighting back. You're saying, no, I don't believe in that. And you're doing it from a place of love. You're loving yourself. And you're saying, no, I'm not going to adhere to that belief. I'm not going to keep with that habit, and you're realizing the things you picked up from other people that weren't your own, that you've adopted as your own, and you're releasing that. You're saying, okay, just because so-and-so believed in it, or so-and-so, I don't need to believe in that. Because especially with past relationships, when we date someone for a long time, if we really love them and care for them, then we're really loving people. We want to please them. I feel like some of you could be people pleasers. And in relationships, maybe you please people, and then you kind of just did what they wanted, or you believed in what they believed in, and then those energies kind of stuck with you, even though you left the relationship. And you started to identify with those on like a subconscious level. And I feel like right now in your life, you're working through that. And you're realizing the things that you picked up from those people and those past experiences, and how to move away from them, and how to go back to your authentic self. Because you kind of got lost in it, and that energy kind of stuck with you. And it's not to scare you. This happens to everybody. Like this literally, or to most people, it's a normal thing. But I feel like it's kept you from completely finding your true self. And, so these people maybe be coming to your mind. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, I really relate to this group. These people are coming to your mind for you to reflect on the beliefs they held and stay strong in your new beliefs, or your true authentic beliefs. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah. You're walking away from it. You're walking away from this confusion, this pulling back and forth. You're stepping into more of a balanced state of knowing who you are. And you're not just agreeing with people. This girl kind of looks like she just agreed with a bunch of people, like she's defeated. Like, okay, they can have it their way, I'm just giving up. But you're not. You're stepping into this energy. You're protecting yourself. And you're fighting for yourself. I love that. I'm excited for this group. This is really powerful. This is really beautiful. And you're just taking your skills and your life into a whole new level where you're going to inspire a lot of people and really help bring a lot of clarity for people as well. So I love you guys. I'm going to send you with that. I hope this resonated. I'd love to hear from you if you want to leave a comment. I will see you next time.